Playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you up?
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for L.A.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. McCann's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big game that time for the Chargers.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Steps away. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Chargers 10, Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 45. Following the fumble recovery. Herbert toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Herbert
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Oh, and now some space to operate. Oh, he bowls over it. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to... That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
K.J. Hamler.
48 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder.
McCann's kick up and good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking back and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 83 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired, and he's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Eluding the pressure right. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 43 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my effort.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.